All right, welcome back to Out of the Park Baseball 22, the Pittsburgh Pirates playthrough, and just off an electric wild card win against the Milwaukee Brewers. If you missed it, the Pirates, we won. I would recommend go back and watch the video because it's wild. But we won 4-3. We took an early lead, 2 runs in the top of the first. We gave up the lead. Jackson Reese blew the lead, actually, in the 7th or 8th. I believe it was the 8th. And then we came back in the top of the 9th off an Alec Thomas RBI single, or maybe it was a double, I can't remember, to take the lead. And then Trevor Rogers, tired, fatigued, comes out of the bullpen, gets 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. And then Tommy Doyle comes in and finishes off Christian Yelich with a strikeout. Just an electric finish to that wild card game. So now that means we have a series. We've entered the big boy club here. So we're going to finish today. Let's see when the next series starts. Hopefully we can get everyone rested here before it does. I'll be careful how far I sim ahead because I don't want to sim any games. But I think we'll play the games just for kicks and giggles. I know I've learned my lesson to sim, but, whatever. All right, let's see. Cardinals, let's see, the scouting report is pretty much everything we could have figured out on our own. This is a tough team. Shane Bieber. That's a freaking ace. And when you're dealing with shortened rotations like this, makes it hard. Makes it hard to win. Nickname, not Justin. That's funny. But let's do some scouting ourselves. Thanks, Eckstein, for that enlightening look. But let's check out the playoff coverage here. We'll go to the playoff tree. So we are one of 8 remaining. The Angels and the Mariners beat the Tigers out west to face the Angels. Indians take on the Rays. So kind of the usual suspects here. I would say the 2 ones that don't really belong. Well, I shouldn't say we don't belong, but it's historically, by historically I mean since the 90s, in the mix, the Pirates and I wouldn't even say Mariners because they had the stretch in the 90s. So since the 2000s, the Pirates and the Mariners have not historically been involved here. So the usual suspects, though, you have the Angels, which I guess they're really not the usual suspects either. I'm just walking back all my takes. Sorry, I'm still all hyped up from that win against the Brewers. But, okay, so let's take a look at the Cardinals first and see what we can do. I think we're going to change our rotation around because I don't like the people who we've kept in as starters, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. So let's go to statistics. Let's take a look at their team first. Sorry if I'm all over the place. This episode, and I should say this now before we get too far, and this episode is just going to be a look ahead at the Cardinals. We're not going to play any games. That'll be the next episode. But I just want to spend some time and kind of force myself to scout them a little bit just to see what they have. Okay, so let's see. Hitting-wise, they're maybe a notch below us in terms of, runs scored, batting average, on base, things like that, but not too far below us. But I can see here why they're as great as they are. Their defense and their pitching, excellent. Everything's rated top 3. That's really hard. That's really hard to beat. I'm not saying that we can't, but that's hard. They are a complete. I said that we are a complete team. They are just as complete of a team as we are. They hit home runs at a pretty good rate, or we do not. That could be an issue in these shortened series because all it takes is one swing of the bat. You just need one swing of the bat. Joey Gallo hitting 208, 32 home runs. It looks like their power is spread pretty evenly. You have Nolan Arenado, Dylan Carlson, who was an Uber prospect at some point, but he's done well this year, but he's not, as Uber as everyone thought. Harrison Bader, I think that's kind of surprising to me. He has 20 home runs. I feel like he's not historically a home run hitter. I guess he is a little bit. Well, I guess in real life he hasn't been. Just 4 home runs in 2020. Yeah, so that's kind of high for him there. D.D. Gregorius is 19. Is 19 a little high for him too? I feel like he has a little bit more pop. I feel like that might not be too outlandish. Yeah, he had. Well, okay, in real life he had. Everything else past this is just a sin. They have no past years here, but 10 home runs. So maybe that is a little more than he usually hits. Might be a ballpark thing. We'll find out. But then you have, a great staff. You have Shane Bieber, who I'm going to assume he had, let's see his injury history. He only has 4 starts this year. Torn meniscus, is that? Yeah, it looks like that's what kept him out. So back just in time for the playoffs off of a torn meniscus. And he's pitched pretty well since. Ethan Wood, 220 Ks, 82 walks. Musgrove, Anthony K. Lefty. Yeah, this is a complete team for sure. If we look at meet the team for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman is their only player who is not a top 10 fringe, not a top 10 or fringe 10 player. Everyone else is top 10, and that's tough to compare. Ours was good, but man, theirs is better. I just think this is funny. Market size, astronomical, fan loyalty, extreme, fan interest 100. I want to see how ours has changed since that. But okay, so that's that. Can we gain anything from there? And if we can't, we'll come back. But can we gain anything from the standings here from them? Yeah, they were expected all along to finish super high. Play great at home. But that's like everyone in this division. Reds were abysmal on the road. Wow. Extra inning games are 12-8. 1-run games, fine. Yeah, they cruise post All-Star break. They hit lefties and righties well. I don't know what winning percentage. I guess the lefty winning percentage is probably better than the righty winning percentage. But yikes! This is a tough team. Do they have any weak points in their lineup whatsoever? We'll go back to the home screen here for the Cardinals. I saw that they had... Okay, so Pete Alonso looks like he just got hurt or has been hurt or got hurt like at the end of the regular season. Luken Baker up here. Not great defensively. Yeah, everyone holds their own besides Gallo in the average department. I guess now in today's baseball, 240, 220, and 250 aren't terrible, but Gallo's the only one that kind of sticks out like an eyesore. Brandon Clark, it's great at the back of the bullpen. Rollis Chapman. They have complete just freaking flamethrowers here. Just complete flamethrowers. Chris Sale, Domingo Herman, a lot of former Buccos on here that we made some trades with. But just complete flamethrowers. If we look at the lineup here, anyone, Arenado, 5.2 WAR. You got to think that's on the back of his defense. If he's 797 OPS is not bad, but it's not 5 WAR either. Their only real threat to steal looks like Dylan Carlson. It's been thrown out a number of times though, but has a number of successful stolen bases. Everyone else doesn't look like they're really a threat. There's no ways about it. They have 3 players on a hot streak coming in: Kay, Musgrove, and then Chapman. No weak links in the bullpen. I don't know how many times I can say it. It's a good team. Let me just see player development for kicks and giggles. And how do they have the first ranked farm system? What the hell? First out of 30. The rich, and they're all low ball too, except for a couple of them. How? My mouth dropped and I yawned. My jaw dropped and it was just I yawned. I was so in disbelief. Ours is 23rd. We've spent everything we can to get to this point. Hey, whatever. We can definitely hold our own though. But let's go back to we'll go home, and then we'll go to team, meet the team. Yeah, see, ours is nothing to sneeze at. We have top 10 players up and down the board. We have fringe top 10 guys. But it's tough to compete with that. And if you look, our market size small, fan loyalty still pathetic, fan interest 52. Yikes, okay. So we're going to go back. So there's no really rhyme or reason to what we have to do. Is there anyone coming on a hot or cold streak here? No, our hitters are not. Our pitchers, Tristan Beck is on a hot streak. That might make sense to throw him, especially in game 1. If I'm not going to throw someone who is... Yeah, okay, yeah. Our AI had the same idea, okay. So Tristan Beck will throw. I mean, I guess they've done a little bit worse against righties than they have against lefties. So that looks like an advantage to us. Our defense, I feel like, can hang with theirs, and we're going to have to hit. This is our advantage against them is hitting. We're gonna have to hit. We're gonna have to run. I think that's how we're gonna win this series, because those are the advantages. We have to be aggressive with our advantages if we want to beat a team like that. So we're gonna have to get on base. Then we're gonna have to run more on base. We can't do any of this station to station shit. We have to be aggressive, push the needle on that, and then I mean our pitching's not that. Theirs are 1, 2, 3. Ours is 4 and 6 and 5. So we're not far behind them in any stretch of the imagination. But our strength is defense, but so is theirs. So we're gonna have to hit. Our bats are gonna have to come alive, and we're gonna have to hit. But just like them, we haven't scored, I don't think, or have as many RBIs we don't have as many. Or as our power isn't narrowed into a couple players where they are run producers. It's pretty much spread evenly throughout the lineup. Even Madrigal, every regular, I wouldn't call Alamez a regular. Every regular has at least like 60 RBI. Even Madrigal, who's leading off. So we're kind of spread throughout. We can hit. We can hit well. We have 3 players with 24 plus home runs. I think that was, I think that's even, better than the Cardinals. So we have the ability to win, but it's going to have to be through hitting. And I feel like, and I don't know the exact dynamic or the exact numbers when it comes to what that park is like and how deep it is and things like that. But just looking at some of those numbers, I feel like, you have Didi Gregorius, you have Harrison Bader, who aren't known for their power, start raking home runs. That leads me to believe, this game doesn't have simulated steroids, so it leads me to believe it's something maybe with the park. So maybe we can take advantage of that, and, those balls that would, be doubles before or triples off the wall or whatever, maybe those get over the fence in this series for us and help provide a lift. So that's what we're going to hope for. We're going to throw our best righties, I think. Trevor Rogers may be relegated back into the bullpen this series. I think that's probably where he can serve us best, maybe first out of the bullpen. But I think it's going to look like a Tristan Beck. I would love to get Kumar Rocker back, but I don't think he's going to be back unless we make the NLCS, it looks like. So I think I think Rogers could serve us best in a first out of the bullpen role, high leverage role, not maybe so much in the starting lineup. But yeah, we'll see when we come back. We'll throw Tristan Beck against Shane Bieber, who is coming out from a torn meniscus for Game 1 at St. Louis. So thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. I will see you all as we play the next episode. Thanks, guys. Bye.